seasons ago, Chelsea were world champions, and this season sets are really struggling to meet up with the elites. What happened to the fall of Chelsea? My name is Kingsley, and I'm here with my colleague Tayo. Welcome to Yeba TV. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Chelsea, the fall of Chelsea, and how Chelsea performed this season. So, Mr. Tayo.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What do you have to say about Chelsea performance this season and the way they played? And imagine someone being a world champion and struggling to not going to the Champions League this season. And what do you have to say about that?
Well, so far we've been. I won't agree less that we are still struggling, but then I'm going to counter that we are still the world champion. I mean, you're leaving it up for 4 years ahead, and I don't think any club is up for it. So we are still holding that belt, and for the next 4 years we are still the world champion. Yeah. So yes. So even if we see different clubs like Arsenal, right? We've lost to so many clubs like Arsenal. We've lost to even Manchester United. We've lost to Man City, I think once in the final. And then, so these are relevant loss that has literally brought us down in Premier League. We are undoubtedly seeing how we have dropped. Number one reason I will say is our coach. You know, from let's take it back to Maresca. We owe him a green. He brought us from when we were underdogs right to the top to become the world champions, right?
Yeah.
Along the line, he didn't get Chelsea's tactics. I don't know what happened to him, but he lost the flow, he lost the pattern. And you can imagine Maresca using a 4-3-2-1, and then there you are putting James on bench. You are using an underrated player like Achempong to play. You are using you are using Chaluba. What is James doing on the bench? You are using Kopama as a right winger when you were the same coach who put Kopama at AMF against PSG finals, right? And the tactics worked for you. Now, what is the problem? Why would you take Kopama? Okay, because of injuries, fine. But why would Kopama go to RWF? For what reason? So he left is the cause of it, because after he was sacked, the next coach that came up now followed that same pattern. Now you see Kopama playing RWF on every time he is on the pitch, is playing right wing, which is not, you cannot see a player who is as competent as that, who delivered us from PSG in the final, and you are changing his wing all of a sudden to play RWF for Chelsea. You can't expect Kopama to perform. So I think that's one major thing, that because Kopama is one of our key players, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, but his form this season, it dropped drastically.
Yes, it dropped
drastically. Could it be because of his playing off wing?
To me, and to other Chelsea fans, who, it's very obvious. Kopama is not. He cannot. He doesn't have the flair. He doesn't have that speed to take ball in. You see a left footer like Yamal. You see the likes of Koa. You see how they take ball in and bend ball. That is because the speed, they have the flair. Kopama doesn't have that flair. He's just an AMF who wants to create and score.
So, well, for me, I think the problem is, it's not the coach. I'm not talking about the last coach you guys, but the tech guy you guys.
No, I don't want to mention the tech guy.
No, Maresca is a good coach here, because what I feel is, I think the board are the problem. I can remember one of the reasons why Luis Enrique didn't sign for Chelsea was because you guys the board wants to dictate for him. And you can't have a coach like Luis Enrique and you want to dictate for him. Some are coaches, right? Some are manager.
Yeah.
Because the likes of Maresca, you can still call him a manager. I think that was also one of the reasons why Maresca left, because he got to this point, he was tired of your board telling him to use this player and not to use this one. We had news like that. That was one of the reasons why Eric didn't sign. So he wants to own 100% right of the players. Let me dictate the players I want. Let me dictate the players I want to buy. Don't dictate for me. But your board don't want to do it like that. Unlike when Abramovich was still the board of directors of Chelsea, it was different. We see him employ managers, not coaches. There are difference between coach and managers.
Right.
The coach is just there just to give technical advice, while the managers, they give technical advice and also they dictate the players they want, they sign the players they want. So, but recently, all Chelsea has been doing is just employ a coach and not a manager.
So to that now, we are seeing how I remember that I picked the line where you mentioned that Maresca is more like a manager and not a coach. Is that what you mean?
No, Maresca is more like a coach.
More like a coach.
Yeah.
And not a manager.
Yeah.
Now, if he's dictating to, he wants to choose the kind of players.
Yes.
Right? Now, my first question is, even when Chelsea were underdogs, right? When we were very underrated, half of the world, even more than half of the world, 70% of the world already believe that PSG would beat us hands down.
Yes.
Now, you made the selection, or the board gave him the option to use this player.
He made the selection.
So he made the selection, right?
Yeah.
You had Palmer at AMF. João Pedro was there, right? Even Malo Gusto played a right wing that day against this same PSG that defeated Arsenal. Now, it is, I can't imagine how on earth, we understand that Palmer he was on injury for a long time. Since he got back, you start using Palmer on RWF. Is it the board that is giving you Palmer or making decisions for you to put the boy there when he has showed successful results many times, that he is better at AMF versus using him at RWF?
You know, sometimes when you're doing something and you start hearing side talks, you might lose concentration.
Concentration as a coach that you are.
Of course, you might. Did you see coaches coming to teams, and before they get there, before signing any document, they keep telling the board that I'm coming to that team to take 100% role. I'm not coming there for you to dictate for me or sign players for me. Because let's look at Mourinho, for example.
Okay.
Mourinho at Real Madrid, his first season at Real Madrid, the board signed Kaká for him. He never wanted Kaká. And Kaká was a good player, but he doesn't want him. And he keeps leaving Kaká on the bench. Imagine I bought a player of 80 million. I'm the board. I bought a player of 80 million. And you, the coach, you're keeping him on the bench. We go get problem.
Right.
Some of those signings Chelsea makes, some of them is not coming from Maresca at all.
Coming from the board.
Yes. And this board now I see it like what the new owner is doing is just doing business. He's not doing for the passion of the club again. Because
70% of Chelsea players now are average players. All of them are average players. Caicedo is average. Even the new, even Delap, I can't even put Delap in the chat because Estevao is on injury currently. But the guy is the only one that still pushes the attack as a left footer and as a winger. A young boy of 17 or 18 years old, you can't put Chelsea's load on him at that age. Like, he should carry Chelsea and He's the only one that pushes Chelsea's attack whenever he plays.
Well, Yamal is doing that.
At a point, everyone was depending. You can't compare Yamal to Yamal. He has, in Europe, he has gotten that charisma. He played for Spain, right? And 70% or 50% of his team, they are Spanish players. You can't compare Yamal to Estival, who came from Palmeiras to come to Chelsea, and the club is already expecting huge from him. No, the boy will flop. He's under pressure. Now, a boy like that, it got to a stage where whenever Chelsea were having a match, Chelsea, the team is already depending on Estival. You want to take the ball to him so that he can perform miracle, because he scored against Barcelona. So these are common errors. Even though I'm a Chelsea fan, these are common errors why Chelsea is currently flopping, and it's consistent. It's like we are seeing the same mistake every day, every match we play, and then we are doing this repetition over time. We are repeating this thing every time. It cannot work. It cannot work for Chelsea. I just pray that we get, thank God for our new gaffer, that he is going to officially take seats next season. I pray that he just changes that. And if you are saying that a board dictates which player you use, do you think Xabi Alonso will listen to the board? He won't.
Xabi Alonso is a baby coach.
He's a baby coach.
Yes.
Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid former coach.
He's a baby coach. He didn't succeed at Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso that couldn't talk to his players. Imagine Kylian Mbappe dictating for Xabi Alonso. Why do you think he left Real Madrid?
Yeah, because he met them there, probably. Real Madrid is a big club, so to say.
Xabi Alonso is a club legend.
Right.
Coming from Leverkusen, he won the league title with Leverkusen. So coaching Real Madrid shouldn't be a problem for him.
The pressure came from where? How did he end up?
The same problem he had with Real Madrid. I just hope he doesn't have it with Chelsea too.
You can't have it with Chelsea, because it's going to successfully convert Chelsea from a possession team to a counter. We don't have that. I'm still repeating it. We don't have a fast attack. Chelsea can take, and I just pray that this Garnacho guy won't even start with us this coming season, because he's one of the error of Chelsea too. I forgot to mention. The guy can kill attack from your LWF that you are. I don't know. You just came to Chelsea and you just brought bad luck. Man, you just gave us that bad luck. I don't know. You are pushing attack and suddenly you will just do a back pass. Why is your mindset just
Chelsea?
So Xabi Alonso now being our new gaffer now, I pray if there's any way he can watch our wingers. And I was discussing with someone yesterday. We were talking about wingers and how we can work on, engineer these wingers, because that's one of the things that we need. The likes of successful big teams now, Doku, Vinicius, Yamal, they are wingers. Desiree Doué, Kvaratskelia. Many. These are the one of the engine of the team is wingers. Chelsea will use Cucurella from LB as winger. How can we win? Then we overlap and still they want to fall back when there is counter. No.
But we've seen coaches do that now. The likes of Antonio Conte uses Moses as a winger.
Xabi Alonso cannot work with someone like Cucurella and that Garnacho. That Garnacho guy is going to eat full bench, like a bowl of it this coming season.
But I don't think Chelsea is ready yet. I think Chelsea got it all wrong after they let Maresca, after he left, because Maresca would have been a very good coach for Chelsea, but they didn't give him time. And I don't imagine a team like Chelsea signing players and giving a player a 9-year contract, 8 years contract. Why?
Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's not a new thing that has happened in football history.
But Chelsea just abused that privilege, like giving everybody, you see, 8 years, before you know it, this one 7 years. It's to give them enough play time. You get to build. The only issue is majority of these players are average players, which in a way brings the club down, right? But
the reason for this long-term contract is to help the boys develop in terms of team spirit, in terms of you know, play, the movement and understanding one another, even in training. Except one of our boys now in the academy will be joining. I don't know how true, but this Ibrahim, what is his name again? Barrage, or what's his name? That's they call him Small Messi. So he will be coming. I don't know how true, but I believe this is a fast player that he pushes attack. Even I've watched his clips. He's a forward-minded player. If he plays, if he takes Garnacho's place, Garnacho will chop bench tire. The guy won't. He won't even. And so to say, we're having a player like our former, the guy we took we sold out on loan to Bayern. What is his name again? This their striker.
Okay.
I want to remember his name. Yeah, but you see, he's coming back to Chelsea next season. His loan is already due, and we're comparing a Delap, right? When he was in Chelsea, we said he was bad and he has so many errors. Now he left, he went to play for Bayern. Started seeing different patterns. He began to perform well, and now we are Delap that we were all bidding for to come in. Now came in and flopped. Delap cannot hold the ball for a few seconds. A striker, you are not creative. You can't make accurate pass to successfully give someone to score a goal. You can't shoot ball. You can't head. You're just aggressive for nothing. If Delap is on the pitch now, you can just assume that you can judge from his first 5 minutes that he's going to get yellow card, and he will get yellow card because he's very aggressive. So when we were having this issue with our former striker, I don't know why I still can't remember his name. This dark guy.
This guy that plays in Bayern.
That plays in Bayern currently. Jackson, thank you.
Yeah.
Now Jackson was even everyone would literally swear for Jackson whenever we see him play for Chelsea. Like, this guy is useless, he's this and that. But this same Jackson went to Bayern and was performing. Like, see his play, his style of play, assists, goal contribution, goal scoring.
And imagine
he plays both sides. He plays well.
You know, when you play with top players and good players, your performance will also.
So Chelsea is not good enough for him.
Aside from James and Cucurella, Hammer this season is a flop.
That time he played with Sancho now.
Sancho.
He played alongside Sancho. Yes, Sancho. You say Sancho is an underrated. See what Sancho is doing. He's doing in Aston Villa.
Can you compare Sancho to the likes of Olise and?
No, I'm bringing Sancho in the picture. I'm comparing him to our current wingers now. He's better than them. Will you compare Sancho to Garnacho, or you compare Sancho to who? Which winger? How many wingers do we have? This our winger who is doing well again is currently on injury. He what's his name? This guy who pushes from I think, is it, where did they come from? Everton too. Currently on injury, is out. The only player that's doing well now, Neto is fine, but needs to improve. So Sancho is one outstanding player, and I wish we held back, because if we take Sancho, if we retain Sancho in Chelsea and we play like a big club, we play with a big club like Barcelona, we can take down Barcelona over and again. It was by luck we defeated Barcelona that time. They said blah 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 blah. Barcelona was down. They were not complete. They had injury excuses. But this was the same Chelsea. This was the same squad against PSG. It was successful. The same squad against Barcelona. So,
you know, I was reading the news where Luis Enrique said his match against Chelsea, the final he lost against Chelsea, said that was one of his toughest final, because I think one of the reasons he lost that much was because he underrated Chelsea.
And Therefore, when we're underdogs,
Yeah.
see that.
So he wasn't expecting anything big from you guys. So you guys just took him unaware, and that was if he had put more concentration on you guys or didn't look down on you, probably it should have been a different result.
So he came back. He came back with more preparation to give us the 8-2.
We saw everything now.
Oh, that was one of the most humiliating match I've ever watched in my
We
life.
saw everything.
He didn't have mercy on us. 8-2 back to back. Like why? Just the trauma we gave him 3-0. We didn't even give you up to 8.
Chelsea,
why are you coming?
They're not fantastic anymore.
But the only thing I'm saying now is we have the space, we have the room to create. Chelsea is a big team. We are still holding the belt for the next 4 years. I will stand anywhere and say
that's the only thing you guys have.
It's not the only thing we have. It's not like it happened with luck or
not like you guys are even playing like
something.
Not like you guys are playing like champions too. No, it's just the award.
So for a Barcelona fan now to be telling me this, I just wanted. I wish you were in the chats. You also participated in that competition. Then you would, if we had played against you like we gave you that 3-0 hands down, then you would see how we could do the same right even in the Club World Cup. Because PSG, they were far better than you during that time. I mean, that was the hottest club and our biggest challenge so far. We didn't even see, even if Barcelona would be there, we wouldn't even see them as a problem. So if you can bring Barcelona 10 times, even right we're underdogs, we go still flog them.
Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea, even with this our current squad. But I'm saying that if we could win PSG with that underrated team and average players, if we can improve and work on our wingers, Chelsea, we are good to go.
That same team you used to beat PSG. You still use that same team to PSG. You use that same team to play PSG again now.
We didn't use the same team, literally. We didn't use the same team. Parma was playing RWF. Why? Parma was not in the same position he was now. You didn't use Parma in the middle. You were putting Enzo there. Why would Enzo play against PSG? Was Enzo there? Enzo was at CMF. Parma was at AMF. Now you played against PSG now, and you are using Parma to play right wing. And even if you observe that match, majority of Chelsea PSG's defenders, they were focused on Parma because it was their nightmare in that previous match. So they were afraid that it would, do that kind of. He scored 2 goals against PSG in the previous final, Club World Cup final.
Yeah.
So they cannot forget him so easily. Even after the match, see all of them were going to greet him like, Baba, Nayudo was bad that day. You understand? So seeing him now on RWF, they were very relaxed that he's no longer a threat.
So what do you think the problem of Chelsea is now?
We need competent wingers, right and left. We have standard back. We have good middle. In fact, the middle sweet. We have Gusto. We have Caicedo. We have James. Even if this guy is going, Enzo, we can survive without Enzo. Yes, we can survive. His substitutes. We have this guy there. This Brazilian Santos. Santos is there. We have Isugu. Isugu is there. We have this other CMF. So our center midfield is okay. We have strong defense. We have James. We have Chaluba. We have Kuwil. We are okay. We have a good striker, a good center forward. João Pedro is okay. Now we need a competent right and competent left. Hopefully, Estival recuperates from injury. We need what are we doing on that left wing? We can't use Garnacho to survive this coming season.
Everything you've been saying, like with all the players you mentioned, I just discovered that all these players, they are just average. They don't have. I said it. They don't have good numbers. And you can't tell me whereby you're going to face a team like Man City, Arsenal, Manchester United, with top midfielders, with this kind of midfielders you're calling. What happened to the midfielders? This guy said, though, you can still call him average now, but you see, he is a combination of himself
and any other someone. Okay, let's use Enzo. They are okay. You can't their combination. You can't still say Enzo is an average player. After
Enzo is an average player.
Oh no, he's not an average player.
Because he won the World Cup.
Of course, you can't use him as he's a first. He's still the first contender. He's going to start in this World Cup. Why? Because he has record and he has made.
If Enzo happened to play in the Portuguese team, do you think he'll make the first 11?
You said Portuguese team now, so you already know that they are top CMFs there. That even not by their style of play, but because of their rank, they will come first before Enzo. Enzo is not an average player now.
That's what I'm saying. Enzo and Enzo still likes to compete with players like Declan Rice in the midfield.
Enzo Fernandez.
Bruno
Fernandes.
Yeah.
Well, to that one, I give you that those ones are their top in terms of maturity and all of that. Enzo he gets angry. He has temper issues.
So let's see what your gaffer had to do this season.
Yeah, we are coming up.
I think your team need a proper recuperating and check the team well again.
So if we're working on our right and left, like I said earlier, it's going to cover right from the back. There will be no errors. One thing I always say is every team needs wingers. You need someone to drive the ball into the box from the left, someone to drive the ball into the box from the right. You can't. It's just like you are walking without hands. You're walking without hands. If you use your hands, you would swing and you would walk faster. You would be more gallant while walking, right? So a team without wingers cannot be as strong. So we are seeing our flaws because we are not playing with wingers. We don't have strong wingers. That's why a team like Manchester United can beat us home and away, and now feel like they are better than us.
How will you say a team like Manchester United?
Yes, now a team like Manchester United, because
you guys are just staying on the table, and Manchester United is playing the Champions League next season. You guys are just making England tour. You're not going anywhere. You're saying a team like Manchester United
because we don't have competent wingers now. We don't have.
Well, you guys, I don't understand where you say you don't have competent wingers. Yet you keep signing players. It's your board.
So if the gaffer comes this season and he treats that, now we'll come back to this channel, and now you will now be the person telling me now that we are good to go, because obviously we need wingers. We need the right WF and LWF. We need them. We can't be handicapped while operating a team like Chelsea. We can hold ball 80% and we still lose the match. Why? Because we are playing possession game, back pass. We need wingers to push this attack. What makes Man City special? Doku and Semenyo now. What makes your Barcelona special? Yamal. And what is your other guy on the Rafinha? So without them, can you operate?
Of course.
No, to be honest.
Of course.
Without wingers, Barcelona can operate. So we don't have that competent winger. We don't have a good left. We don't have a good right. That is what we need now to balance this and make Chelsea worse.
But yet you guys keep signing players. You don't have competent wingers. Like, yet you sign players from Brazil, sign players from different clubs. I don't think complaining about not having competent wingers is the issue. I think the issue is your board. I just hope with Alonso on board now, probably you guys can do something good next season. And let's see, because Alonso is a good coach too. From his CV after.
He's a counter-attacking coach. He can transform Chelsea from what it was to a better team. I'm also looking forward to that too, because
I hope so. Let's see what happens next season.
Yeah.
Our time is fast spent, so we'll see you guys next week.